Rob Seco, Future Farm. Today's innovations, tomorrow's solutions.
Welcome back to Future Farm. You know, Todd, Rob, we are in the midst, or the beginning side of silage chopping season. And you know, for years and years and years, we've seen dramatic improvements in grain yields, and we've seen, you know, the new record setting every year for the average grain yield, but there's still a lot of improvements to be had in silage and forage. So Todd, what are some of the things involved in improvements in silage?
When we think about silage, it's a market that doesn't get a lot of information around it, and we just don't speak much about it. When I think about silage, it's about a couple things. It's about having a really good pile, a silage pile, and that's a quality silage pile. So it's weight, it's health, but it's also then the quality metrics of the silage that you put in that pile. And so as we look at corn, you know, yeah, leaves are important and keep them green, but we want to keep that plant robust and healthy season long, so we get a great big stalk, a healthy stalk, a stalk that when we cut it is just oozing with moisture and with nutrient and with value. So it's about weight, and then it's also about quality metrics of that silage when you go to feed it.
Exactly. And so, you know, there are a lot of factors that play into that, but genetics is a big factor. And so you think about those things, and we want to find hybrids that have high fiber digestibility with a really small or low non-digestible fiber portion. We also want to see a lot of starch in that pile, with available starch being a big component of it as well.
And funny, because when you think about the industry as a whole, when you think about hybrid seed brands, and when they talk about silage, what do they talk about? They talk about a hybrid that's tall and one that has good late health. Mm-hmm. There's more to it than that, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. That NDFD 30 and that low UNDFD 240, it's extremely important in creating the best milk per ton that you can get out of your silage. Right. Now, we have to start that crop off in a really nice fashion too, and we can see some treatments that really cause a big impact at the end of the year. And so Rob, can you tell us about those?
Yeah, I mean, the Streamline lineup really complements silage. I mean, probably the feature of that is Tune-Up Plus, and we've seen amazing results. I mean, in 4 states last year, we saw 25% improvement in dry matter content using Tune-Up Plus on corn silage. I mean, probably sounds too good to be true, but those are the numbers that we had. And in addition to that, we also have NutriBoost Complete. And Todd, maybe you want to talk a little bit about how NutriBoost Complete works with silage.
So NutriBoost Complete in with silage, and it's a product, so it does have a cache of nutrients in it, but it has an amino acid and has a phenolic acid in it. But the nutrients in there, they're founded with mostly nitrogen and sulfur. And why we want nitrogen and sulfur? Because we want to green it up, right? We need that deep dark green, and that's what those nutrient components are for. But the amino acid that's in there and the phenolic acid, they help boost the defense mechanism of the crop prior to having any stress source. So we're making that application back here at B3 to B5. And so it gives us more robustness. It allows that crop to preempt stressors before that stress has an effect on the energy of the plant. And what we see it helps open up that chopping window.
Yep, that's what we saw last year's great plant health, both from Tune-Up Plus and from NutriBoost Complete.
So that's right. You know, we want to make sure that we start the season really well with the right hybrid, with a lot of data behind it. We do a lot of testing of silage hybrids to find those that are true silage hybrids or just great dual purpose hybrids. Then we want to have the right treatment to improve not just getting it out of the ground, but also the end quality and tonnage of that acre. And finally, the in-season treatment to maximize the silage potential and late season health.